Today I fucked up by downloading a sleeping app that records noise, changing my diet, forgetting to check said app and blowing hot balls of fire at my boyfriend for months. Edit, spelling. Sorry for formatting, I am on an iPhone. Edit, and throwaway. I've, 27F, had trouble sleeping at night since I was a child. Finding out my boyfriend, 32M, of 2 years also has trouble sleeping at night, we decided to both download an app that basically records movement, snoring, extra noise and your level of consciousness. Now, I am known for eating right before bed, and recently my doctor had recommended that I add more fiber to my diet along with some sleeping pills. This was my first fuck up. Unknowingly to me, fiber causes mad gas, the kind noise that is only found by a herd of elephants running over concrete desert. Months have gone by and I started to sleep better than I ever had before due to the pills and diet change, forgetting all about the app. But one concerning thing was that my boyfriend was starting to feel distant. I would wake up in the morning and he would have made his way down to the couch until I got up and came down. No arguments, nothing of the obvious I could wrap my pea-brain around at the time, but as anyone would, I started to get suspicious there was someone else. About an hour ago, I remembered the app records noise and decided if I checked the app I should be able to tell what time he is getting up and leaving the bedroom, and maybe see if his phone rings or anything of that sort to try to piece together why my lovely caveman was leaving me to go sleep downstairs. Well, let me tell you, I found out why, and I am about to reveal my sad embarrassing truth to you. I have been indiscriminately but vigorously farting the most thunderous claps from the depths of hell you can imagine. I mean, there was 124 recordings from last night alone. As soon as I fall asleep I start letting them RIP unknowingly because of the strength of the sleepers. 124 times my sphincter deceived me. And to make it worse, I sleep on my side, shimmied into him with my buttoned back. So I've been hitting him with the devil's breath directly on him. And after about 10 of these clappers you hear rustling and footsteps and low mumbling of cursing the whole way until the door slams. So my friends, do not take too much fiber and sleeping pills if you don't want your significant other to mildly dislike you and be distant. Too long didn't read, changed my diet to more fiber, took sleeping pills to knock me out, recorded myself blowing gas as strong as a whale coming up to breathe. Edit, since you guys are wondering, I did bring it up to him when he first started to go to the couch and he just shrugged it off saying he's having a hard time sleeping in the bed and I was not buying it, lol. Edit, okay, so he is out for the evening. But I will text him now to confront him because you guys are making feel funny about it instead of embarrassed, and I will come back with an update. Edit, okay, it took me forever to figure out how to post photos to Reddit, but I think I got it. Confrontational text. Confrontational text. Edit, I sent him this post and we are now having a great laugh about it. Thank you for all the stories, I enjoyed every single one, lol. Edit, okay, I'm sorry for all the edits, but the app is Sleep Booster, Auto Tracker. Edit, I recommend getting a different one, for this one costs a fair bit to use the basic features while some are free for the same feats. Edit, okay guys, I will post the recordings when I go on break, I'm heading to work now. Edit, still going to post the recordings on break, but just wanted to address this because it's in every few comments. I am a paramedic, so my shifts are very long, leaning from 12 to 16 hours, and usually disable me from meeting the last 4 hours-ish of my shift, for that is the busiest time. Once I'm off I eat and go straight to bed, so I will be trying to prevent myself from doing that or packing extra lunch to snack on at work. Thank you all, lol. Edit, okay, last edit. A lot of you have asked for the recording and a lot of you are asking for me not to post it to save my face and people's ears, and if it's allowed I will just get you to inbox me if you want to hear it and I will send it when I can, lol. Hopefully this is allowed and works. Edit, can anyone explain to me how to send a file through inbox, lol? Okay y'all, when I can't send them via inbox, so here we go. I had to cut it really short because he says my name multiple times, but this is my, I believe, worst fart of the night, lol. Enjoy. And if you don't want to hear it I don't recommend opening, lol. Fart tax. This is a tale my wife told me. Back before we got married I was sleeping so I could be up for a night shift. Earlier that day I ate a lot of summer sausage and a box of turkey stuffing. She was in the next room and our kitten was asleep under the desk next to the bedroom door. My wife claims an unearthly loud burp noise came from the bedroom. It was so loud it startled the kitten, who took off at full speed and slid across the kitchen floor into the dishwasher. 124 times in one night has to be some sort of record. Okay, so I googled this but didn't find anything about most farts in one night. However, I found a few other things. The loudest fart was 113 decibels. It is almost certain spiders do fart. Don't know why someone Googled that, but I'm down the rabbit hole now. Birds don't fart. A great reverberated fart is about 0.147 pounds per square inch. Whales have the smelliest fart to point its set of a gas alarm in a plane carrying 2,000 goats. Whale was in the ocean, and the longest fart on record is 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Edit, my whale fact was wrong. This was the thing I read wrongly on my 5-minute Google rabbit hole search. Whales let out the biggest farts, unsurprisingly, while sea lions are considered to have the smelliest. In 2015, a plane carrying more than 2,000 goats was forced to make an emergency landing when their past gas triggered the smoke alarm. Just remember not to sleep with your ass pointing towards a candle. It would be great for winter though. Just think of the savings on heat with a flare going off every so often. I don't think you could catch your house on fire with a lit fart. At least, not the ones I have done/seen. My boyfriend claims that he's gotten used to holding his farts when in bed with someone, which seems to be partially true, and in the morning he'll get up and as soon as he leaves the bedroom I hear an entire tuber section leave his asshole at once. You turned the bedroom into an intestinal hotbox. Your poor boyfriend Lamau. Today I fucked up by telling an old woman what marshmallows are made of. So, I work the register at a big grocery store. I like to chat, makes the day go faster. I see that the elderly woman has several big bags of green marshmallows and I comment on the nice mint smell coming from them, which I could smell through the mask. She was worried, because she hadn't thought they were mint. They were for her grandchildren. I just told her that I would check the ingredients. Nope. No mint. Turned out to be the chocolate mint candy under the bags. I did comment on the fact that it had tilapia in it, though. She had no clue what that was, and was absolutely horrified to hear that her marshmallows contained fish. I just offhandedly told her that it was probably just a new alternative to the pig's feet they normally use. If anything, she turned greener. She had no idea where gelatin comes from. She still did buy the marshmallows, but was in shock and horror at the idea of what she was feeding the kids. Too long didn't read. I horrified an old woman by telling her that marshmallows are made of pig's feet and fish. Ruined them for her for life. Edit, OMG, thank you everyone for the awards. I didn't expect this response. Edit, front page. Never happened to me before. I seriously thought this would just kind of disappear like most of my posts. Fish head in a bucket, marshmallow. Marshmallows are just the epitome of how clever food engineering can be. You'd never look at one and say, that is definitely something made from an animal carcass. There are also plenty of alternatives to conventional gelatin though. In order to make coffee jelly, the Japanese use something called agar that's derived from algae or seaweed and turns out to be completely vegan. It makes the gelatin much more firm and hold shape better. Yeah, I'm quite imagining the horror some of the least informed vegans/vegetarians go through when they discover that too. Not the first time I've heard this story, but certainly not the worst reaction. I teach a film photography class and the girls are always freaked out when I explain that number 1 film is not a vegetarian product, and number 2 back in the day Jell-O was started next door to Kodak because Kodak was the largest seller of gelatin in the country. Ground up bone meal. This is what I was told, and I was told that the bones came mostly from cows. I don't know if that's better or worse than pig's feet, but fish is the best alternative, in my opinion, if you want the least gross option. Today I fucked up when wifey discovered my Google searches for half-inch female nipples. My wifey and I share a Google login for ease as I work shifts and we have to coordinate Christmas gifts for the kids and our busy lives. Today I had a day off to get on with some house stuff whilst wifey is at work and the kids are at school. I zoomed through the chores so I could spend a couple of quality hours on my hobby. My hobby is model painting, and for my recent 40th my amazing wifey got me an airbrush and a compressor to run it. Tootled around with it for a while before realizing that the airbrush and compressor were different makes, so I needed an adapter to make them work together. I found one online and duly purchased it. Just a short while later I received an angry call from my wifey wanting to know why I was looking at niche porn when tonight is date night. She was quite upset and asked why when she went on Google during her lunch, the most recent searches were for half-inch female nipples, nipple enhancers and hose extensions. You see honey, the screw-on part that sticks out the compressor is called a nipple and it's only 1/4 when I have a half-an-inch air hose to attach to it, so I need a half-inch female nipple adapter to connect the two. Yes, that is a silly name. No, your nipples are perfect, yes I'm sure, I love you too. Updates. Just to answer the regular questions. I was painting models from the Fellowship of the Ring and finishing their bases off. No, my wifey has no issue with me looking at porn. She just was concerned I was looking at something to do with nipple resizing and that I only liked a specific type of nipple. She got self-conscious and worried, so phoned me in an angry and upset panic. Yes, my wifey is self-conscious about herself. Show me a part of a lady we guys don't sexualize and you'll finally have found the part of a woman's body that they don't have hang-ups about. No, she wasn't snooping through my search history. Google just brings up our last 5 or so things we searched. Yes, I know there are other ways to share calendars and the like. I'm 40, so not interested in learning new apps or functions. This works for me and that is fine. For those who felt calling my wife by her nickname was cringy, that's something I really hadn't considered before. Now that you've made me see it in that light, I can realize I should have wifey. Date night is my idea. Since I work shifts I make sure and put aside time just for the two of us. It's one day every 3 weeks. Date night was great, thanks for the well wishes. We played a couch coop game on the console for 8 hours, chuckled together at the comments and got a ruler out as one of the comments suggested. It was a fun and precisely measured evening for all. Too long didn't read. The correct technical term for the metal coupling adapter I needed for a compressor was a half-inch female nipple, leading to Google search confusion. Till, anything weird you Google, just say it's an air hose attachment. Good luck convincing someone reverse gangbang humiliation is an air hose attachment. Google how to tell my wife about my nipple fetish and throw us an update. I'm reading this at work, engineering company, where the guy who previously used my desk taped on the wall a list of these types of small parts. I occasionally look up at the list and giggle at boss nipples, tube nipples, butt hinges, etc. Butt hinges makes me laugh every time I'm in the hardware store because I'm an overgrown child. Every few years, got to wait for her to forget. When my wife's helping me in the garage, I'll ask her to hold on to a tub I'll be passing her, but then I'll pretend it's stuck to my hand, stud adhesive. So yeah, every few years we nearly get divorced tongue. No, your nipples are perfect. Perfect response.